Hey family, I'm Stephanie Wade. I'm Habasia, helping your brothers and sisters in Africa and also the one and only Creole Grill Test. I decided to share one of my hobby interests with you guys, and it's quilting. Yeah, quilting. It relaxes me so much, y'all. It just does. I like to hand quilt. And you can do that anywhere in the world, y'all. Anywhere. You don't have to have all the stuff that I'm gonna show you. But this is just something that I consider my basics to carry with me when I go somewhere, and I'm gonna leave it just in case other people want to teach themselves the art of quilting. It's not hard. You can look on the internet. YouTube is a good resource. I'm gonna leave a book here, and it's just one of my magazines that's talking about love of quilting. It says America's favorite quilting magazine. I don't know if it is, but it's just one of the ones that I have. And I'm going to leave it here, y'all. And it has all type instructions on the inside. Real simple, y'all. Give you directions and different kind of patterns that you can use. Very basic information that anybody can do if they want to just take their time and do it one step at a time. I took a class at the 50 Plus program at College of the Mainland in Texas City, Texas. And I'm telling y'all, it was the most relaxing class. But anyways, this is what I packed with me. My magazine to leave, a cotton batting, because a quilt is like a fabric sandwich. You have two pieces of fabric, one that just says has all kinds of cuttings on it, and then you have this batting in the middle, but you can use something else to be in the middle. Just say a place like this that doesn't get that cold. You can get something solid to go in there, maybe something old that you're reusing, just whatever's gonna be in the middle, just to hold the top of your sandwich and the bottom of your sandwich together. So the top part is the part that you'll have that's all in pieces, and the bottom part is more of a solid type fabric. Hold on. All right, guys, I'm gonna show y'all one of my quilts I brought here with me. It's hand quilted. And you see it's all in separate pieces. Each little square is cut individually. And then I did the hand quilting. All of this is hand quilting. That was like the last step. It's like a big puzzle piece. And this is the bottom. And you see it's one solid piece. But when you do all your hand quilting, you can actually see it. That's why I like hand quilting, y'all. So relaxing. Then of course you have the border, the binder, when you're finished. This quilt that I'm showing y'all is considered a lap quilt. So it's like if you're on the plane and you want to cover your lap, it's a good one for that. Or if you're in the States and you want to just make your bed decorative with Mama Africa designs, it can do that. Or if you want to do that here, it's up to you, whatever you do. It'll be your quilt. This is something that actually was given to me in my same quilting class, and I may get to show y'all how I use it when I'm doing the embroidery, the final part of the embroidery, when you're actually doing the design on the fabric, the quilting part, the hand quilting part, but it just holds your fabric securely. I have this fabric that I got one of my trips to the Gambia from the batik factory, of course. It's just a solid piece of fabric, and I think that'll be good for the underside of the quilt, the solid piece. I'm not gonna cut it, y'all. If anything, I'll add something to it if it's not wide enough for the quilt backing. I'll find out if it's big enough. And if it's not, I'll just add to it. Can always add a border, and it wouldn't make any difference because it's the back side, y'all. It'll be still pretty no matter how you do it. And then again, y'all, the basics that you need is something simple like scissors. And this is all what I packed in my suitcase. Quilt squares, so they can all be uniform in size when you're putting them together. It's like a big puzzle piece, y'all. And I have a cutting board. It's small, and I'm gonna just lay the plastic on top of it so I won't have to worry about cutting through anything. It protects, just say your table or something. I also have a bigger one for a future project because I'm gonna leave it here. Have a rotary cutter, which is scissors, that can cut more than one piece of fabric at a time with a replacement wheel. And just in case more than one person wants to get involved in the project, more than one rolling scissors. And the fabric can always be manually cut as well. Pins to hold your fabric pieces in place. When you're trying to make the sandwich, that helps. And of course you need thread that you can use for hand sewing. So that's a nice cotton thread, heavy cotton thread. And you can just use the kind that can go pretty much with anything. But y'all, I have so many different pieces of fabric that my family member, Say Leaf, got for me from one of his tailor friends, or maybe a couple of tailor friends. I don't know the story to that. But I'm gonna turn this around so you can see. Hold on. That's the bag of fabric right there. And that's just pretty much just a portion of it, because I took some out just to get started, separated some of it to make what you call collages, because some fabric's suitable for doing quilting and some's not, but you can always use leftover fabric you repurpose for art. So I ironed the fabric pieces so I know how big the piece is starting off with. And you see, some of it even could be folded in half. And that can cut a couple of pieces at one time, a couple of squares at one time. But it's all the different colors that's gonna be playing with each other, y'all. It's gonna be a beautiful quilt. So the parts, as they get smaller, will be cut, sewed together, ironed, so you can cut it into the size you want. And it's gonna make another fabric all together by mixing them up. So it's gonna be a very, very colorful quilt. a one of a kind, which is all quilts become one of a kind. And here's one of the pieces of fabric that I thought was so pretty that I'm going to build the quilt around this center square. So anyways, just letting y'all see, you just start off with a bunch of different fabric and you decide what you want to do with it, and then you just start cutting puzzle pieces. So this will be my puzzle piece. Simple as just laying this on top of there, cutting it into pieces, and then laying it out so I can see what I want to do and how it looks. As I get further along, I'll show y'all what I did. But that's the first step, just having all of the different equipment that you need to get started. Basically, you could get away with just having scissors and fabric and needle and thread. That's it. That'll work. But I'm just a quilter, so I was able to have some of these things already. And even my quilting name pen, I put it together because I was in a quilting club also. And then of course I wrote my name on it in marker, and then I wrote it in again with the needle point and big stitch, quilted it too. And it has 2 needles on it. It has the big eye on it, what makes it easier to thread and to work with, for me anyway, so for me to see small holes and work with them. Well guys, I hope you understood what I was talking about, just getting started with the quilting. So I'm going to cut out some pieces just like that first square I showed y'all, and then that's pretty much it. Cut out squares today, and then I'll lay them out to see how the design will look before I start hand sewing them together. And if I don't have enough of squares, I'll just take some of the smaller fabric, cut it up, sew them together, iron it, and then cut a size the same shape as that square, but it'll be remade fabric design by taking a lots of smaller pieces of fabric and piecing them together. It'll be very, very colorful, y'all. Quilting is like that. But anyway, y'all, happy quilting. Enjoy doing your research on it. And if you still somewhere where you can buy your equipment before you come to the motherland, where you might not be able to find that stuff, you don't have to worry about the fabric. Fabric is here. It's your other stuff that you need to assemble. Just put it in your suitcase, y'all, and you'll be good to go. So, till the next time, I'm still enjoying my quilting hobby in the Gambia. See you on the next episode. Peace. Peace. Power to the people. And if you have not subscribed, please do. It's free, y'all. Like, share, comment down below. Agape. Love all of y'all, and I appreciate y'all. Bye.